Have a nice day, students. Today we discuss about the ribosomes. Ribosomes are the universal cell organelle. It means they are present in all the cells. It means all type of cells. For example, we have two type of cells. First, prokaryotes and second, eukaryotes. In the case of prokaryotic cells, the ribosomes are 70S. 70S. S means Svedberg unit or sedimentation. In the case of eukaryotic cells, the ribosomes are 80S type. First of all, what is the meaning of ribosomes? Ribosomes are the structures which are made up of ribonucleoproteins. Ribo, it means nucleic acid, RNA, ribonucleoproteins. This is the smallest cell organelle in the cell. In plant cell or in animal cell, it is smallest cell organelle. It is membraneless cell organelle. It having no membrane in its structure, so we call it membraneless cell organelle. Each ribosomes is made up of two subunits. Each ribosome having the two subunits, that is the first subunit. This is the first subunit. We call it the light unit or small unit. In the case of prokaryotic or eukaryotic, in both the type of ribosomes, they having the two subunits. First we call them light unit and second we call them heavy unit. In the case of prokaryotic, this is the first unit. It is 30S. We call them smallest unit, and second we call them 50S unit. So this is the heavy unit. It is 50S in the case of prokaryote. In the case of eukaryotic cell, it is also made up of two subunits. This is the first subunit. It is made up of 40S, and another unit we call it the heavy unit. We call it 60S unit. Each ribosome is made up of two subunits in prokaryote as well as in eukaryotes. Ribosomes are present in cell organelle also. In the eukaryotic cells, two cell organelles are there which having the ribosomes. First, mitochondria, and second one we call them chloroplast. Both the cell organelles having the ribosomes. They having the ribosome specific type of ribosome or different type of ribosomes from the cell. For example, this is the eukaryotic cell. They having the ribosome prokaryotic ribosome, that is the 70S. This is known as the prokaryotic ribosomes. The number of ribosomes depend on the functioning of the cell. Ribosomes are present in the cell cytoplasm. Ribosome perform the function, we call it the protein synthesis. In the case of animal cell or plant cell, in the both the cells, ribosome perform the function. This is known as the protein synthesis. Function of ribosomes. They perform the function protein synthesis. The protein synthesis mechanism having the two basic molecules which is responsible for protein synthesis, that is the first molecule we call them RNA. RNA is three types here. First we call them mRNA, which is involved in the protein synthesis. It having the message regarding the type of protein synthesis. Second one we call them tRNA, which is responsible for transfer of amino acid from one part of the cytoplasm to another part of the cytoplasm. And third one we call them rRNA, it means ribosomal RNA. So these are the three types of RNA associated with the ribosomes and form a unit which is responsible for protein synthesis. So ribosomes are the structures or protein factories of the cells. Here the ribosomes, which is made up of two subunits. This is the large subunit of a ribosomes, or this is the smallest subunit of ribosomes. Between these two subunits, this is the mRNA molecule is present, which is having the information regarding the protein synthesis. This type of protein synthesized by the cell, it will depend on this RNA molecules, mRNA molecule. This mRNA molecule having the information regarding protein synthesis. So this information present in the form of codons. This information is present in the form of codons. Here these two ribosomal units, one we call them smallest unit, another we call them largest unit. These two units are responsible for bonding of amino acids. These are the amino acids. This is the amino acids. These amino acids bonded with the help of these ribosomal units. The amino acids are bonded. One amino acid is bonded with another amino acid by a bond. We call them peptide bond. So this bond is known as, this is the bonding situation between two amino acids. So this bond is known as the peptide bond, because proteins are the polypeptide chains. Now, how the protein synthesis initiate in a cell? So in the case of a living cell, the living cell having a specific codon, we call them AUG codon, which is initiate the protein synthesis on the ribosomal unit. Ribosome having the two units, one is the larger unit, another is the smallest unit. This AUG present in a cell, which is responsible for initiation of protein synthesis. It is the codon which is initiate or start the protein synthesis in a cell. And this is this codon for the amino acid we call the methionine. Methionine is the amino acid which initiate the protein synthesis here. This is the structure which explains the protein synthesis in a cell. This is the amino acid. These are the amino acids. These amino acids are bonded and form these large size of amino acid chain. This is the amino acid chain or protein chain. These protein chains are formed from these amino acids. These amino acids are bonded with the help of these two subunits of ribosomes. These are the two subunits of ribosomes, and these two subunits having a specific structure we already discussed here, mRNA, which is having the message regarding the protein synthesis. These amino acids are bonded and form the large molecules or large chains of protein. We call them polypeptide chains. So, in this cell, what is the role of ribosomes? Ribosomes are especially responsible for protein synthesis in the cells. Each ribosome is made up of already two subunits. Both the units are responsible for protein synthesis in the cell. This is the ribosome finishing. We discuss about the chloroplast or plastids. Plastids are present only in the plant cells. They are absent in animal cells because this cell organelle is responsible for the photosynthesis in the plant. Plastid term was given by Ernest Haeckel. Haeckel was the scientist who gave the term plastid. Plastid are three types. First, we call them chloroplast.